Hi there, welcome everyone. I hope that you are all safe and well. I hope that your families and loved ones are also. My name is Miss Cabrera. It's nice to see some of the students that I had this past year, and it's also nice to see all these new students. I'm excited to help you here. I'm glad that you're in the Google Classroom. I just want to make sure that you did connect to the Google Classroom with your PSJA email. So if you haven't done that, or if you need help doing that, go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom of this video, or you can also add a comment in the student survey that I sent out. All you have to do is just submit the assignment, do the survey, of course, and then I'll respond to you there. So I'm going to go over the schedule for the summer TSI testing. So I'm here to help you all. Basically, if you need anything, you can reach me through the Google Classroom, and I'll also provide you the remind code for this class. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is what we're going to go over. This is the agenda. We're going to go over the test, how you're going to have the test, how you're going to take it, and I'm going to go over with the steps that you need to take, the student guide, and how you can get your score. And then after questions, well, you will type out the questions and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so we're using a website called Examity, and they are going to help proctor this exam for us. So it does say that there is a fee. However, do not worry about that fee. It's going to be paid by the college readiness department. So just keep that in mind. I'll tell you what to input there. So I know I had told some of my students that the TSI was going to change, so it's really important to note this date that it's still the same TSI where the writing and the reading are separate, and until the fall, so until the date here, you're not going to have to retake the exam. So it's really good that you enrolled in this course. Hopefully you pass the exam, you will pass it, and you can start taking dual credit courses in the fall. So this is when the dates are for the TSI Summer Academy. So this week we'll really use it to get adjusted, make sure we have all the technology that we need. That's why it's really important to complete that survey. I need to know if you have everything that is needed. So after you complete the coursework that I will be providing you with, and after we kind of go over with the vocabulary and what the test looks like, we will go ahead and I'll recommend you and we'll set you up to get a voucher. And then once you get that voucher, you have 14 days to take that exam. So let's say you get your voucher on June the 1st. You have until 14 days after that to take the exam. So make sure you keep that in mind. It says that it must be completed in one sitting. That means that you have to take the exam and you can't really get up. You have to just stay there the entire time. So if you're taking multiple exams, just like make sure you're comfortable, right? Because you can take the writing and the math if those are two of the ones that you need. I do believe you need to pass the writing before you can take the reading. So if you are pending reading, you would have to wait until after this summer to take that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. So the secure online proctoring service is Examity, and it's going to let you take this test at your house whenever it's most convenient. So that means 24/7, 365 days a year. However, I recommend that you don't take this exam at 4 in the morning when you're kind of tired. I recommend that you take this exam at a time that you know you do well in. For example, I'm not very much of a morning person, but if I know that I need to do something, like I will wake up, I will have breakfast, I'll make sure I have time to get ready, and then I will do whatever I need to do and I'll get it done. So just know what works for you, right? And also, you need to keep in mind what kind of a testing environment are you going to be in, right? So you need to be in a quiet space. It doesn't necessarily mean, I think, that like everyone has to be quiet, right? It's just like you need to find a space in your house, or if you don't have that space in your house and someone else's house that you can maybe go to where you have access to the computer that meets the requirements, and you're not going to be bothered, right, for the amount of time that you're taking the test. I know a lot of us maybe have siblings, right, or other family members or people that live with us. So just let them know, right? Maybe put a sign, like when we're testing in the room, how we put a sign like testing in progress. So maybe you can figure something out, work with the people that you're surrounded with right now. So let them know what's going on. Make sure you do have that good test taking environment, because someone will be looking when you take this exam, right? That's what it means to be proctored. They're going to make sure that you're the person that you say you are, right? That's why we need the ID, and they're going to be there in case you have any questions while you're taking the exam. Think of it like when you take the exam for the TSI at our campus, right? How you have the proctors there that are available. So now that's going to be a similar process, but it's virtual. So if you have any questions about that, like let me know. I can go ahead and try to answer those to the best of my ability. So here's a little bit more information. They're watching you, right? The test taking company provides this person, so they we don't know who they are, right? They're just watching you all take this exam and they're proctoring it. So this is a timeline for how it's going to happen. So once you go through the coursework, like I said, it's 2 weeks, you'll get that voucher, and then you will go ahead and use that voucher from your email to create a profile. So once you create that profile, we'll input all the information we need to on our end, and then that's when you're going to take the exam, right? So there is also going to be a student quick guide uploaded for you all. I'll upload that to the Google Classroom, and it has like the hyperlinks to go to all the websites you need to go to, and it's very helpful. And of course, I'm always here to help you with the process as well. Just let me know. So this is an overview of that student guide. So let's go through it together. So once again, if you had any questions, like leave them at the bottom of the video or leave them as a comment in one of the in the student survey assignment. So step 1, attend on-camp to college TSI summer academy, excuse me. So you all already did that, right? If you're watching this video, you're in the Google Classroom, you're showing that you are ready to do this. So then you must complete your applied Texas. So I asked a couple of you in the survey and you answered. So if you haven't done that, let me know. And also I'll put the code again to the dual enrollment program at our school, and they can help you with that application. I believe there's a video and all that on the Google Classroom, so go ahead and join that. Second one, completed the pre-assessment activity. A lot of you have already done this. So if you've ever taken the TSI on campus, you've already completed this. If you're unsure, let me know. I can double check for you, but just know that if you've taken the TSI for this subject, then you have this. And then you'll get that email and you'll make your account. So when you're making that account, make sure you're using like your actual name, don't use any nicknames. They want us to just keep it professional. Use your first name, your last name, and then register. So when you do register, keep in mind you do have those 14 days. So you schedule your exam. Pick a time that's going to work best for you, right? Write it down, create an alarm in your phone, write it down somewhere physically, right? Tell other people in your household, hey, I'm taking the exam at this time, because you cannot reschedule it. So just keep that in mind as well. I know life happens, but hopefully everything goes well and you're able to take the exam when you scheduled it. So this is how the voucher is going to look like. You're going to get it to your PSJA email. So like I said, really important that we have access to that. So you're going to go into your email and you're going to receive something that looks a little bit like this. It's going to welcome you, right? And it's going to tell you the steps, how to register for your exam. So really important, I had talked about this earlier, the for payment. So remember that this exam does have a fee. However, you don't have to pay it. They're going to pay for it. The school district is going to pay for you to take this exam. So really good opportunity for you all. I'm glad that you're here. Just select institution for that option and it's paid for. So there's also a practice test available. Those really help me. That's just the way that I learn, right? So maybe they'll help you. They provide questions that look like the ones on the test, kind of similar to the benchmarks that we take in school. So look over that, right? It could help you. Sample email. So then this is on the student guide. It kind of takes you through all the things that you need to do. So just make sure that you follow the steps basically, and I'll be here to help you the entire way. Just let me know how I can assist you. I will provide this video link in the files that I put for the class. Okay, so look for it there along with this PowerPoint and some other things that I need to upload. Okay, so a couple of things that you do need when you're setting up that profile. You need that current and valid photo ID. On the survey, I asked you if you had one or not. If you don't, please let me know and I will make sure that we get you one. That shouldn't be something that stops you from taking this exam. So you're going to need to memorize that voucher number that was provided in the email. Remember that you have to test alone, quiet room, no disruptions. You really need to be focused just on this exam, okay? Really get in the zone and ace this. You can't have any food or drinks, no calculators and no breaks are allowed. You can have scratch paper, it just needs to be plain white paper, and you use a standard pen or pencil. If something does happen with the technology, somehow you disconnect from the internet, anything like that, the proctor will help you and tell you how to proceed with the test. So make sure you do let the proctor know if anything like that happens. So if there is cheating, remember someone is watching you the entire time. They will have to report this and stop your exam, and then it'll be left up to the campus administrator as well as the Examity account manager. So if you need any of these extra softwares that are listed, just let me know. Make sure your computer is working. You all tested it, but make sure you check it 4 hours prior to the exam. You're not allowed to interact with anyone except the proctor. So make sure no one is going to talk to you or barge in. Like I said, let people know. Make sure you're testing in a clean area, right? You don't want any scratch, just random papers lying around or any books or cell phones. You can't have any like speakers. You can't have any headphones on. All Bluetooth devices must be turned off. So remember, this is an exam. You can't get any outside help. You're going to have to close every single web page, chat or IM. So you're basically only going to be taking the test and that's it. Make sure you remember that. So make sure you're behaving properly. The computer requirements, I uploaded this in that survey, but make sure you do check it again. You're going to have to go through this when you take the test. And then after, this is how you will get into view your score. I'll put this link up for you all too. So for reading, you need to get over a 351. Remember that, 351 or better. So Yeah, any questions, leave them in the comments below this video or leave them under the student survey in the private comments. So 351, we can all do it. I'm excited. I'm ready to help you all. Let me know how I can do that.